they fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what Bank said. I got the work on the avenue, they know what Tank said. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape man. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle shit. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle shit.
They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Doc Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Don't make me have to lose it. Hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough is to get you a rough average. I'm in it more than I had to from my enemies. They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 11. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Howard on second down. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman able to get him for a loss of about 3. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flush to his right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now it's Ryan. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Ryan. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Ryan will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. On On second down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, Ryan. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He spins free. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, Ryan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Ryan, he's going to air one out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sean Robinson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. Pass pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
21. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he fields it cleanly. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
That's number 29, 29. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, 18.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play action here on 1st down. 20! Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in? I
do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. You got three. Three down. 18.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Reds up.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Flushed out right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
58 Mike.
On 3rd down, Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready! Mike 25!
57's the Mike. Mark 57.
Oh, you got deep?
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Being chased out left. He may try and run us. Now on a timeout defensively. As he'll seconds remaining in the ball. There's Marquette King now. As he's on to punt for Detroit. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,